is calling 2022 CR 10754, State of Texas versus Epifano Mercado. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Ruben Herrera for the state.
Dennis
Defense.
Callahan for defense.
And are you Mr. Mercado?
Yes, ma'am.
Charged with the offense of assault, family choking, strangulation, second. That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
After reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty.
When you hear family violence by strangulation, this isn't a small mistake. This is one of the most dangerous forms of domestic abuse. The judge doesn't hesitate here, and that alone tells you how strong the evidence was.
This plea. It seems that you have anger issues.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Sometimes I do, but I'm learning to control it.
All right, you're not doing a good job. And who is the name you have tattooed with the bunny rabbit? What is that all about?
Where at, man?
On your neck. Who is that on your neck tattoo?
This?
Yeah.
That's my baby mama.
You mean the mother of your child?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have your child's name tattooed on your body?
Yes, ma'am.
And who else name do you have tattooed on your body?
Mom,
All right.
my son.
Yes. And are you
What stands out to me isn't the tattoos. It's the contradiction. He says he's learning control, but every detail that follows shows someone still ruled by impulse. Love, jealousy, anger, all mixed together with no boundaries.
that's yes.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
that true?
Yes, ma'am.
So you ended up at the complainant's house and you all had only been dating for a month. I don't know why she would move you into her house and you all only been dating for a month. And do you realize that on this day, you ruined her child's date for that day? Because she took her phone to the mother. That's what it says in here. And then you wanted to scroll through the call list to see if she was cheating.
This is where things get uncomfortable. Being kicked out, moving in fast, checking phones. That's not love. That's insecurity looking for control. And when control disappears, violence shows up.
Relationships, if you think someone is cheating on you, there's no need to do any investigation. Obviously, there's trust issues in the relationship. So you have a choice. Either you leave because somebody's cheating on you, or either you accept it. Now, I know you were in a situation of not leaving because you had no place to go because your mother had kicked you out.
Ma'am, I had places to go, ma'am, and it did not happen like that.
Well, I mean, you still committed a family violence. You need to find a place of your own, get into a relationship with yourself. And then once you are where you want to be, then maybe, and work on yourself, then maybe you can be in a relationship.
The judge says something people don't want to hear. If you don't trust someone, you leave. You don't investigate. You don't interrogate. And you definitely don't put your hands on them. Accountability starts there.
It's the truth of the matter. You need to get your own place. And I always tell people to get an orchid. And you know why I say get an orchid? I take these cases seriously, but for relationships, an orchid is a good plant to have. You know why? Because when you get them from the store, they have all the flowers on them. They're beautiful. They're great. And you get them home and then the blooms fall off and you can't get the bloom again. And orchids, you got to put them in the right amount of sunlight, water them the right way. You need not be in a relationship until you can get an orchid and get it to bloom again, because orchids take patience. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
The orchid metaphor sounds simple, but it cuts deep. Relationships don't survive on intensity. They survive on patience. If you can't nurture something fragile without destroying it, you're not ready to love a person.
When you move in with somebody and it's not your place, you really don't have a place to call home. I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 7 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, take in consideration County Court Cause number 691509. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Lois Pena. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, because it's a felony conviction, you're not.
7 years. No contact. No weapons. This is the system drawing a hard line. Not just punishment, protection. Because once strangulation happens, the risk of something worse skyrockets.
All right, let me explain something to you. And this is what people don't realize when they're in relationships. Children imitate what they see. So you have a daughter, and I know you don't want anybody putting their hands on your daughter in anger, do you?
No.
Let me just tell you, with girls, when they see their father, who they think loves their mother, do that, they assume that's the way you show love. So they end up in a relationship with somebody who's just like you, who will put their hands on them, and you'll be all upset. And boys, when they see their father doing that, they will think, oh, this is how we show love. And they may end up with somebody who has a father or a brother or somebody who's not going to tolerate that. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're going to have to be a better example for your daughter and a better example for your son. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
This might be the most important part of the entire hearing. Violence doesn't stop with one person. It teaches children what love looks like, and those lessons follow them for life. This wasn't just about him. It was about breaking a cycle,